Hello, everybody. I'm here today with Sebastian Op Het Veld. I hope I've sounded that or pronounced that properly, Sebastian.
Yeah, that was perfect, Adrian. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Op Het Veld. Sebastian's a frequent speaker in our Amsterdam events, and he's speaking on Thursday, December the 1st at AdTECH Out of Home Europe, which is in Amsterdam for the 4th year in a row. Sebastian, we know you mainly from MyAdbooker, I think, a company you've been with for some time now.
Yeah, I've been with MyAdbooker since 2012. So
wow, 10 years.
Yes, exactly. So it's been a long time, and the market has changed a lot in 10 years.
I can imagine. Well, 10 years ago, when we were still doing programmatic summits ahead of the AdTECH conferences, and MyAdbooker would have been one of the very early people we reached out to get some expert opinion on things.
Yeah,
so
I think
one of the pioneers, I guess you are.
Yeah, I do. We do consider ourselves pioneers. Yeah, and it's amazing to see what the industry has grown to, and how after some steep knowledge curves, the industry has been able to adopt programmatic especially over the recent years.
Yeah, well, we've certainly seen a lot of companies come and go. You've managed to stand the test of time. I guess to do that, to be still here after 10 or 11 years, you've had to change a few times, change business tack, or
well, not necessarily. I think we've been able to have a clear vision on what we wanted to achieve with the market, and we still pioneer, and I think that's mainly what's keeping us going very steadily, is that we try to work with the publishers to create the best publisher product, and we have very strong partners that also help us with feedback on how we can improve the products, and combine that with a vision on how we want the market to be. That's been giving us a lot of stability, and that's where we can continue to grow.
Yeah, that's good. Well, congratulations on being in business for such a long period of time in such a, well, I won't say AdTech is a weird industry, but we have seen lots of companies come and go. So that's great. Now, not just about MyAdbooker, you guys are quite involved in a number of different things, and you're going to be talking about EV charging networks. Do you want to just explain a little bit about that? Because I think you've got a nice vision for an EV charging network that I believe you're going to share with the audience on the day.
Yes, I will be sharing. So we see EV charging has so many similarities to digital out of home, where effectively in out of home, of course, you have a digital advertising position, and your prime goal is utilization of that location with the data that's available. It's the same for an EV charger. It's a location, and it needs utilization. Instead of running ads, you're attracting vehicles. But then having a touch point, a digital touch point with a screen, is also something that can be utilized. So we're looking at how we can combine the world of programmatic with the world of EV.
Okay, interesting.
And especially focusing on that one-to-one communication. So it's also trying to see how can I get more. How can I generate traffic to a location using EV charging?
Right. Okay, so that's an interesting point. That's quite different to some of the EV charging networks we've seen in the US, for example. So that sounds quite interesting.
Yeah. I think most EV charging networks you need to make a choice. Am I a EV charging network that has media, or am I a media network that has EV charging, right?
Ooh, okay, yeah,
and
good point.
There's very different user models that and user journeys that you're going to be generating coming from both standpoints. And I think, there's a lot of companies that are creating EV chargers with big screens, and then try to outsource that media part and see that as an additional revenue generating stream. But there's often a discrepancy between, are we a media company, and do we understand media, and do we understand the value of the position of that charger? there's a difference, there's a discrepancy there. And I think we are trying to bridge that by innovating on technology. Good.
Okay. Well, Sebastian, we're really looking forward to that. I think you've got 30 minutes, so you've got a lot of time to explain your vision, and hopefully there'll be lots of Q&As. So I look forward to seeing you on December the 1st in Amsterdam.
Yeah, likewise. Happy to have you back in Amsterdam, Adrian.
Thank you.